And I began to realize that it would be very important to take this season now, the spring, and really focus on a real tangible area of life that is truly could be a major hinge season for you if you will have ears to hear. Not a deep theological season. We've had some of those recently. A season where we're going to pull more up to the surface and give practicality to the kingdom message that we preach here. And no matter who you are and where you're at, it will be relatable. It will take your life in multiple areas and help you get focused on life and help you become so much more productive than maybe you currently are. I want to ask your permission to become very biblical, even like Jesus today as we talk. And instead of me delivering a sermon today, I just want to ponder together for a while. Okay? I don't have 3 points today. I don't have any words that rhyme or sound alike or anything like that. We need to be a little more like Jesus today and just ponder together. It's funny when you think about preaching and deliveries because everything we do in the pulpits is all learned behavior from different cultures. If you will stop and think about it, there is no pattern for preaching in the Bible. In fact, if we take the Bible, what we have is a collection of history stories that we understand is much more than just history. There's spiritual insights there, but it's a collection of stories. It's the history of things that happen. Even with Paul, though his letters were very expository, they were not sermons. It was not Paul preaching sermons. It was Paul writing letters to different churches. And when we have Jesus, we have a day that he stood before a large crowd, and we call it the Sermon on the Mount, but he didn't call it the Sermon on the Mount. And if we take what he did and we compare it to modern day preaching, it wasn't preaching at all because there were too many points. He was bebopping all over the place. He covered everything from soup to nuts. What was he doing? He was sitting and he was talking with the people. He was pondering life. And so what we have on record is Jesus with the disciples and sometimes with Pharisees and sometimes with a prostitute and sometimes with a leper. And he's talking. He's just pondering life. And I want to take just a few minutes this morning and you and I ponder some things together. Let's just have a conversation